thought we showed a lot of resiliency, and we played really well defensively for the first 16, 17 minutes of the first half. They had 26 points at the 3-minute mark, and then we broke a little bit though. But I thought defensively for a while we were really good. And then I thought we shared the ball. We only had 10 turnovers. We got the free throw line a lot. We need to make more in certain situations, but I thought they did some good things, and I think we know now what we got to work on to get better.
Did you have asked for a better test for your guys early in the game?
No, it was a great test. You know, Valpo has got a great program. Bryce does a great job. It's an awesome atmosphere, sold out, you know, capacity crowd. We played really, like I said, we played really well. I thought we lost the game in the last 3 minutes of the first half. Not more so in the second half during the span where they went up 10 or 12. I thought we lost it in the end of the first half because we had control of the game a little bit. But then we get down 2, and we go 1 for 6 from the line, and we miss a layup to end the game. And you just can't do that. Not against the road, on the road, against a good opponent.
You mentioned you have things to work on. A couple of the big things that you absolutely have to work on.
Well, yeah, we just still playing our defensive principles. You know, we did some good things, but transition defense when we get tired, I thought that broke down. You know, they didn't score a lot in the half court. They scored a lot of layups. They got some transition baskets that we can't give up, you know, if we're going to win big games. Too much sticking to our man on the weak side of the floor. We're a help side oriented defense, and then not being in the gaps. We just got to be better helpers on the defensive end. But I thought they did some good things. Some of our guys I was concerned about, I thought, did some good things defensively.
Can you talk about what happened to Zay yesterday during practice?
In our 4-on-3 disadvantage drill, chased down a loose ball, and there was kind of a tussle for the ball. He got it, went to score it, and went up for the dunk or the layup. Got fouled over the hand, and it ended up being a broke hand. Actually, ironically, the same injury that Ivan had his senior year. So he'll be out, 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll monitor that accordingly.
That means that you guys only have 8 scholarship players that you're working with and walk on. Just talk about how that hurts you depth-wise.
Well, the funny thing, the post guys were the ones that got in foul trouble the other night, not the guards. I know Dexter fouled out, but we didn't really manage the game with guards in foul trouble. We had to manage the game more so with big guys in foul trouble. But when you only have 8 scholarship guys right now playing and dressed, there is a depth concern, there is a foul trouble concern, but nothing will change. We have to play the same way, we have to play with the same intensity, and our goal is to win. And our goal is every game we're going to get better in practice, just win the next game. That's our motto.
Can you talk about Russia a little bit?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Josh, a friend of mine, coached together for 2 years here, worked for me my first year here. These games are always tough because you got to get your team better. You got to worry about your team right now, especially this early in the season. But you still got to spend some time right now, like they're doing in pre-practice, to prepare for them. They're 2-1. I've watched most of every game they played, the 3 games, and I'll watch some of our game tonight. But they got a very capable kid in Langley, number 25, that could play, Division I. That he's their main guy, one of their main guys that we got to do a good job of, and not let him have a big night.
After a tough 3-point loss, I was talking to Dex earlier, and he said the games after you always come out hungry. He said the last 2 practices, Sunday's practice was hungry. I mean, you expect these guys to come out absolutely, fired up and ready to go?
Well, they should, but we want to come out. I want them to be more disciplined when we come out. I want to be disciplined. That's the things we've got to get better at. None of these guys have been through these situations. The situation, we finished the game really well at Valpo. We got a lot of stops to end the game. That put us in position to win. But being on the free throw line late in the game, they hadn't been in that situation before. But I want to be disciplined tomorrow night. I want to play well on the defensive end, and I want to win the game and have these guys be successful. The one positive thing when you only have 8 guys is chemistry should be good because everybody knows they're going to play a lot.
Is it difficult to have a game like this with an NAIA sandwiched in between 2 D1s that you're maybe looking ahead to the next one? I know you're not a fan of looking ahead to Old Dominion, but is it kind of tough? Or?
They probably don't know who we play Friday. They do because we give them a weekly schedule. So their focus right now is just on Brescia. Likewise, mine. We'll watch film on them tonight as a team. you know, we'll prepare the same way. We don't prepare any different. They've played 3 games. I've watched 3 games on Brescia, so there's no really different focus or anything like that. We need to win. You know, that's our goal. We need to win tomorrow, and then we need to get ready for Old Dominion because that's going to be a great test for us.
Can you talk about Rambo, coming through right now looks like a legit number 6 guy for you, coming off the bench, 23 minutes, 12 points. Is that something that you were expecting out of him?
You know, he's been really good the last couple weeks, and I probably had him screwed up, you know, because of our depth in the post. I was almost really trying to play him more with his back to the basket and as a 4, and I don't need to do that. I just need, when he plays as a 4, I need to play him as a perimeter forward and get him back playing the 3, and he can do some good things. He can defend and rebound. He can get to the free throw line. He's been very good in our game so far, the scrimmage, the exhibition in the first game. So he's really a starter, you know, that's coming off. You know, he could easily be a starter at the 3 or the 4 for us.
How comforting is that, knowing that you got somebody who can score double digits coming off the bench for you?
Well, it's good. I'm excited about Tyler. You know, I think he's in a better position. He's in a better place, and I think I have a better understanding for how he can be successful for us. And that's part of having a young group. You got to learn where to put guys to be successful. So I think we figured him out.